Hello, Harry Paden, back with my guest today, Chef Roscoe, and we're here in his catering service. We did have the first segment where we were in the kitchen, watching him prepare some food, getting some tips on eating healthy, and just general information about some of the things and how he got into the catering business. We'll ask some other questions because aside from being now a renowned caterer, because his name is going on again, we are Facebook friends, and I see the many events that he has sponsored and had successfully. And he's a longtime resident that I first met many years ago, and we first met each other because we were both activists, activists where we were knocking on the door saying what wasn't going on in town and what the problems was. And I remember because you lived in the East Ward.
Exactly.
East Ward is one of the most challenging wards because sometimes, just problems with the ward. But you used to come and advocate for the ward. You used to come and tell them what the problems was. How long have you resided in Irvington?
I've been in Irvington since 1979. We moved here in Irvington. And I moved away for about 3 years, but I found myself back here.
Yes.
So since 1979, we've been here. I graduated from Irvington High. My daughter still lives here. She was born in Irvington. So I've been a lifelong resident.
Yeah, that's what I say, because I've been here 30 plus years. But again, you like you said, you've been here 40 years, because I know you were here. You were one person like, oh, okay. Because when you first go to your first meeting, you're kind of quiet, and you sit down and you watch the quote-unquote characters, and I know that you were one of the many people that would get up and forcibly stand up, and I said, okay, I can do that. I can get up there and stand up. And so, talking about those times to times now, what kind of changes have you experienced as a business owner and homeowner since Mayor Voss and the new council have taken office?
Well, we've been involved in the political arena for a long time. I'm actually David Lyon's first campaign manager. So I am responsible for him being on the council.
Yes.
Now I don't know how that may go with some people, but David Lyons is really my good friend. Really close friends.
Yes.
And so we've seen a lot of things that has happened in the town before, or should I say that hasn't happened in the town before, that was just ridiculous. I mean, we had to lead marches against unresponsive politicians. We had to knock on doors. We were responsible for changing the school board to an elected school board as opposed to an appointed school board. So we were involved for a long time, and I personally have seen a lot of the ills, if you will, of Irvington. On the flip side, since our new mayor has came in, Mayor Tony Voss, he has made a tremendous 360 or 180, or however degree you want to say it. He has changed the idea of Irvington being what they used to call ghost town. And so people see now the differences and changes in what he's doing. Paving the streets, getting the crime off the streets.
Yeah.
And for me, being a homeowner, and a lot of people probably don't get as much credit for it, but he has not raised the taxes. And that has happened in every previous administration, and even in the last administration, where they raised the taxes right after the election, which was kind of deceptive. He has done a tremendous job, and I give him all the props every time I can, because he's done a tremendous job, and anybody can see that. It's not something being hid, and he tells people this is what he's doing. So I'm appreciative of that. To where people may feel that maybe a little bit braggadocious, I think that it should be welcomed. Listen, we've done things here. We haven't just sat down and been elected and done nothing. We've done things here. We've made changes here, positive changes, to where people want to come in and invest. I could have found a bunch of places when we were looking for places to start to do this. There are a bunch of places, a lot of places that we could have gone to. We could have gone to Maplewood right up the street. We could have gone to Union. We've had a lot of offers that people say, oh, you have the money, you can, let's do it here. Well, I saw what the new mayor was doing, and I said, this is the place that we need to be at. This is the place that we need to be at. So it's working out well for us.
Yes, good. And again, I'm glad to have that, because I'm a good advocate of the Honorable Mayor Tony Voss. my story. I might have not ever told it on camera, but I was part of what was the opposition. There was the Team Irvington, then there were the others, you know, for many years. And I was part of the others. You know, there were various other splinter groups, and I was part of the other splinter groups. But all the time since I first met the Honorable Mayor, he's been a friend to me. He used to invite me to events that were quote-unquote Team Irvington events, so technically I was an enemy in the camp. And he used to always be funny. People say, well, what you doing here? Because they didn't think that I should be there because I was part of another camp. I said, Tony invited me. And as long as I said that, nobody bothered me. So now that he's mayor, he has done, what he did for me, is he brought people together as opposed to apart. We were split into political parties. If I belonged to this party, I didn't go to your event, vice versa. If we sat down, we didn't talk good about each other. That was so much nonsense.
Yeah, it was.
But he, in his administration, has brought people who ran against him, people who were maybe not agreeing with what he had to say at first. He's brought them all in, and again, I told him he should be running for president or maybe the UN, whatever, the head of the UN, because he has such a great gift. So
well, Harry, you know, the thing that what you're talking about is that he's Irvington. He's Irvington bred and born, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But when you see people that really care, it doesn't matter if you're on that side or not. Of course, you're going to have the loyal opposition, and they are loyal to be the opposition.
Yeah.
But you cannot deny when somebody really cares about the township and they want to see it succeed and they want to see it progress. They don't want to see us go back into what we used to be and what we used to be like.
Yeah.
And so that is what I believe why he probably said, look, Harry, we know that you may be hearing or you may be part of the opposition, but let me show you what we want to do. And because we know that you want to do the right thing and you want things to be done the right way, that's probably why he said, listen, let's bring Harry in, because he doesn't probably because you just don't know. And when people don't know, what we call it ignorant, they just don't. They act the way they.
Absolutely.
It's all they know. But they know that you a good guy, man. Yeah. You a good guy, Harry.
No, and again, I still have on my wall an award he gave me in 2008 from the Tony Voss Civic Association. Again, he gave me the award back when I was supposedly on the other side. You know, and again, that was unheard of back then. That was 2008. You know, well before 9 years ago. I still have it on my wall, and I still look at it every once in a while. I say, Tony's been my friend forever. You know, I'm just fortunate that he's the mayor and he's still my friend. He's still many of our friends. Now, what do you, a longtime active citizen of Irvington, recommend other business owners and citizens do to help improve our township? I know you touched on some of it, but
well, I think that a lot of businesses, if you will, should join either a civic group or become a part of, like, for example, the Chamber of Commerce. I think the Chamber of Commerce has done an amazing job since I became on it, not because of me, but because now I know what they were doing.
yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know what they were doing, but they give out scholarships for folks. They feed the folks. They give out a recognition for people that are doing the right thing. So they do these things, but you don't know these things if you're not a part of the chamber. And why would you? How would you know? It's not that they keep things to themselves, but they want people to understand. Listen, become a part of the chamber. Becoming a part of the chamber helps out everybody. It's not just you. For example, people want to become a part of the chamber conference, and then they want all kinds of business to come in. Well, you have to get your own business. I don't ask for any business from the Chamber of Commerce. I like to support people, and they like to support people. So it's just a natural connection that we have. But I think that if more businesses join the Chamber of Commerce, they could see a lot of things that they could be involved in that would benefit the town. For example, they do have a program where they give out cameras for people's properties, but you wouldn't know that unless you become a chamber, unless you become a member of the chamber. You know, they don't know that they give out scholarships to people that graduated from the high schools. But you won't know that unless you become a part of the chamber. And businesses want to get involved, and they want to see how they can get involved. Well, joining the Chamber of Commerce would be one of the first steps that you can get yourself involved. Even if you want to just go, even if you want to just become a member and go to the meeting 1 time or 2 times just to find out what's going on, you would be amazed at how many things that they get done in the chamber. So I think that that is one of the most important things that they can do, to all the businesses owners that can do. And then they help each other. In other words, they help businesses grow in the sense of they bring in speakers that can help, talk about how you can grow your business in different ways. They help businesses by using their facilities. They use this facility at times. They use other facilities that are part of the Chamber of Commerce. They want to branch out and use other venues, but you need to become a member of the chamber, which makes sense.
Right.
Which makes sense.
It does.
So that's what a business is.
That's good to know. And chamber, whoever you are, I know a lot of you guys. Chef Roscoe's piqued my interest, and he's right. We don't know a lot about you guys. I was fortunate enough many years ago, I can't even tell you, I have to look at the plaque. Many years ago, they gave me a community service award, and it was great. I mean, it was so much ambiance, all kinds of food, and you could invite guests and everything, and that was great, that you got rewarded for serving your community, and they do that every year. They give a community service, I think police and fire, they give out all kinds of awards. Chamber, look out for Harry Paden. I'll be calling you guys soon. Now, Chef Roscoe, how can a person contact you to have the Chef Roscoe experience?
Well, there's plenty of ways to contact me, because I'm on all the social media sites. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Snapchat, I'm on Twitter. You can go to my website, which is chefroscoe.com. It's just that simple. You can contact us, or you can call us here. Most of the time, this place is used just for catering. So when people want to have their private event here, we can hold about 50 people in here max, and you can have your own private event here. We're not a restaurant, which we get confused all the time, because it was a restaurant space. But my dream was to always have a place where we can have something intimate for folks, and they can come in and use this place. Or you can call us at our number 973-372-6200. Those are the ways that you can call us.
Repeat that one more time.
That's 973-372-6200.
All right, great. You've given us some great information. Now, speaking about awards, because I get older, I'm older, something coming to mind about that word award. You got an award recently.
I did.
Could you tell us what that award was?
Yeah, we got I was very, very honored and very, very, very grateful to have received, for business, a Rotary award from the Rotary Club of Irvington. Very, very honored for that. I'm always giving, because I believe that once you give, it comes back. So it's not a matter of me giving and then expecting something. It always comes back in other ways. So I'm always donating food to different venues, and people are like, why would you do that? Why don't you charge? But it always comes back. It always comes back in some form or fashion to where I'm benefited. But I'm not looking for anything like that. I just like to help people. So from me just donating a lot of food to the senior citizen building, to the churches around here, without any fanfare, without making any noise. Even sometimes, believe it or not, there are some kids that walk up and down the street when they have when they're leaving the school. I think there's a guy, he has 2 daycare centers. I don't even know the name of the daycare centers. But there are times when they walk past and I have extra stuff, I say, here you go, and I just dish it out to the kids. And they love it. They love it. So I love to give and to help people. And so that was the reason why they gave me the
And I don't know if we can do it. Again, I always applaud my media staff because they tolerate me because I'm a confused individual. So we're going to try to walk up and see your award. It's well deserved, Chef.
I appreciate
I know that I came up here one day. I forget what I came up here for, and you were giving away food.
I was. Remember?
I remember.
I had a repast to do, and they said, well, we have enough chicken, we don't need it.
Right.
So I refunded them their money,
Yeah.
and I said, what am I going to do with all this chicken?
Yeah.
So I just put it out on Facebook, and I said, anybody just comes in and says, thank you or whatever they were supposed to say.
Yeah.
I just gave them meals and I fed people that day.
Yes,
and
you did.
we did run out.
Yes,
we ran
you did.
out.
And not only did you give it to us, but you gave us the tray to put it in and everything, because we didn't think to come here with that stuff. So again, you're giving, and it's a great award. Now, what we'd like to do now is we're about to end the show.
Okay.
Is go back into the kitchen
Okay.
because it smells good.
All right, all right. Let's put it together. Let me
show
show you what we
Hello, Harry Paden back. We're back in the kitchen, and as you might see, the food is done. I'm not much of a foodnister. I was saying off camera, mostly sweets and stuff that I shouldn't eat, but this looks and smells absolutely delicious. Chef Roscoe, could you tell us again what this is?
Okay, so what we had today, what we just made today was some stuffed chicken breast, and we stuffed it with spinach, and we stuffed it with a spicy cheese that we cut up into small little pieces, and we rolled it up. We seasoned the chicken with a little salt and pepper, so everything is so simple. And then we made some quinoa. Quinoa is the grain that we talked about. We just boiled that in some water. We drained it out, ran it through a colander, and then we sauteed it up just a little bit, and we threw some garlic and some peppers inside that. And so we just put it right on top of it, made it look really presentable. And we're going to try to dig in and see if he likes it.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to take some, dig in. Absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. We're going to have to end this segment soon because I have to get back into this. I'm a great fan of cheese, and you know, very hard because I have a mouthful of food, so I'm going to put my hand on my mouth while I'm eating and enjoying it because I want to finish and chewing the food. But this is absolutely delicious. I recommend, if you have any catering services or any catering needs, you contact Chef Roscoe. I've long been a proponent of doing business in our community where our money flows in our community. I shop in Irvington as best that I can, and there's a lot of store owners that I shop with. And you know, like I said, it helps our community because that money stays within the community of our town.
Absolutely.
Now, as we come to an end of this segment, is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience?
Well, it's just that that I really love what I'm doing. I'm passionate about this. I'm also passionate about our community, and I'm passionate about the direction that our township is going in. There's much more things on the horizon, but as far as where we are right now, from where we were before, it's night and day. So I'm a proud business owner here in Irvington. You can come look me up at any location or at any a phone call or any social media site. You can come look me up and check me out and let us serve you, because this is what we're here to do, is to serve you. And that's it.
Thank you. Thank you very much for
Thanks
being a guest.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. My pleasure. And again, it's always good to, you know, interview good people. And Chef Roscoe has been a long-time staple of this community. And you heard his words. Again, he and I, we're known as being people that's going to speak the truth. Matter of fact, what he said he was the campaign manager for David Lyons. David Lyons, if you know David Lyons, David Lyons, if David Lyons say it's going to rain, you believe him and not the forecaster. But David Lyons speaks what he knows in his mind, not what someone wants to hear. Chef Roscoe follows that suit. I follow that suit. So he's told you that this administration has really worked hard to improve this town, but they can't do it alone. They need citizens such as yourself, such as ourselves. So continue to support the town of Irvington on to greatness, because Irvington deserves that after many years of not so greatness. Thank you again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
All right, we can dig in now, right?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.